Fuck my ass.
Fuck my ass!
Shit.
Fuck!
Fuck.
I love your face, David. You just turn around and you're like, what the fuck am I working with? I can't work with these fucking pieces of shit. This isn't Taco Bueno.
Okay, I have to make a little small little.
Bueno.
Oh shit! I have to make a small little rant right now.
This is no Bueno, not Taco Bueno. Oh man, Taco Bueno sounds good. Party burritos are fucking
Party pack at Taco Bell.
oh yeah, yes. No, freaking Taco Bueno does these party burrito bags. You're like shit. Oh, they still are. It's like you get like 30 burritos for like it's like $20 or $15.
Really?
Yeah, they're little like dollar burritos, but they're fucking amazing.
There is nothing like home cooked, real, authentic Mexican food though.
Oh, my mom made those recently. Mama has the
Chase
best.
is actually half Mexican.
Are you?
Spaniard.
Really?
Yeah. I'm also part Indian apparently. It's just not thick enough like for my for me to show it. But yeah, my great it was my grandfather's grandfather. Yeah, that's hard to say. Basically, a great grandfather. Yeah, a great grandfather of mine was Geronimo's medicine man.
Must be nice to know.
So it's crazy to it was crazy to find that out. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And it's like it's actually
hot,
no, he actually survived. There's a book that you can get called "I Fought Geronimo," and it actually does talk about my great grandfather.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
We used to have a rifle from Wyatt Earp. Yeah.
That is crazy stuff. It's crazy to find out, like just actually like there's 7 point something billion people now in this world.
I thought we were at 6. We're at 7 now.
We were at 6. We were at 6 in we were at 6 in like 2007.
It's like 7.5 up there.
Yeah, we're at like 7.5 billion
Really?
people. But I think it's funny. There's like 7.5 billion people on this earth, and it's crazy to realize that just one person could be related to someone that just lives, completely in another area, and there's so many of us that are just related. It's crazy to find out.
What they call a small world.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. So like, I tried to find out more about like our Indian heritage.
Well, my sister, which is technically my half sister, but I always call her my sister. Her father was Native American. But
It happens.
no matter where you go, there's always good people and bad people.
There is. I mean, it's pretty much every race, everything you can come across.
Exactly. You be a waiter for long enough, and you will find you can't just say, "Oh, all white people are bad," or "all black people are Asian." It's a free will choice for anyone to decide who they want to become in life and how they, express themselves to the world.
Express yourself.
I'm expressing with my full capability. And
Yeah,
I live in a
yeah.
correctional facility.
Hey, then take the guys down there first. You're getting shot at. There you go.
What did he get hit with once he got down on the ground?
Oh no, my controller.
Turn around. Turn to your no. Go back. Turn to your right. Left. My bad. Left. Keep going. Left. Turn left. Out there. Out. Straight out. It's gonna be some guy over there. You were getting.
Shut these things.
Oh,
He got like sniped or something. Or something.
Oh, there it is.
get in the car.
Get
in the car.
We can drive in this game too?
Looks like we can.
Yeah, that's what you're getting shot at. Run him over!
Roadkill!
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Oh shit, what just happened?
You flew out a window. Hey, babe!
Hey,
God,
she
you were
cute.
looking good in them chaps.
Hey, you just missed the sex scene back on our last video.
Ass.
It was.
When I was smoking.
Oh God.
Comfortable.
Oh no, this was a couple. This was a couple. Our last session.
Is it like God of War where you gotta interact like?
No.
Well,
It was-
no, it just kind of. It kind of
It's
happens
not
for
on
just
Newgrounds,
like
man.
it kind of happens for like a quick second. Like they're just sitting there like in the moment, and then it immediately goes into another cutscene. It's like
Yeah, it was a subtle thing. Like sex scenes of video games are nice.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
Yeah. But
can't
I'm
believe you
gonna
made it
go
out
into
okay.
a skew off into another rant about sex scenes in movies.
Yes, let's do.
Press X.
Uh,
Press X.
How,
Okay.
I gotta
I'm gonna
go.
ask you. I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Saint.
you
How
know how to
effective
hot
do you
wire your
think
car?
sex scenes are in the cinematic universe of people producing movies that have a sex scene? Do you think they're important, or do you think they're not important? And if they are in some way important, where do you believe that they should be placed, or conversely not placed?
I feel like sex scenes in movies has to have a point. I get it that they may have fallen in love, but if it's tastefully done, like if it's insinuating that they have sex, that's all right. Let me get to this point. I've been watching a Netflix show called Ozark, and so it has two gay police FBI agents, and so they insinuated, where they were kind of gay, but that didn't show anything. But then later on, it showed like a bunch of gay scenes with the FBI agent, and I'm like, it keeps on throwing me off, and I'm like, what does it have to do with the part of the show? Because it keeps on throwing me off. No, I'm not. I don't have anything against
Do you
gays.
feel like it's just like it's just thrown in for no reason?
Yeah.
You've already got a good idea that they could be gay, but
Yeah.
this is just thrown in to be like, oh hey, big warning flag.
Yeah.
They're actually doing this.
Yeah, and so, but I actually got some closure. It actually has to do with the plot of the whole
So it does tie
story.
into
Yes.
over.
So there's a point of him like with all these gay sex scenes, and I'm like, okay, so that kind of gives me a little bit of closure. So but most of the time, people who don't give me closure of like just seeing like sex scenes are like, oh, okay.
And regardless of whether it's gay or not, you still always wonder, did you just throw that in there for
Just
sexual
yeah,
appeal?
yeah, right.
Was there a real reason to it? Because we've seen a lot of movies, we've seen a lot of television series where they throw in these sexual scenes, and it seems like they just do it to appeal to the fact that, hey guys, you can watch some sex, it's
Right.
good.
But okay,
But what does it have to do with the plot?
What's like a give me like your best experience of like a movie that had it was like a really good sex scene because of the fact that it actually played.
Debbie Does Dallas.
I'll say one. I'll say a Looper.
Looper.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
Yeah,
I got a really good
There was
one.
a real strong development between the two characters where they didn't trust each other, but they actually had this intimate moment, which to me represented a bigger sign of trust between the two characters, and that was a huge moment because it wasn't just about the fact that they're having sex. It was like we're on that kind of trust level that we want to be intimate. Obviously, we're attracted to each other, but I trust you enough, even with my son here being the rainmaker essentially in the future.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that yet, he does. But that was like a huge point of showing that they had respect for each other. That was
Also, one that kind of insinuates that, I'm like, it did show a sex scene, and it does have some, like girls' breasts hanging out, but it doesn't really focus on it, but it's hardcore Henry.
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah,
it was-
you mentioned that the other day.
It was
Yeah.
like, I think I really liked it because like it barely had any like sex scenes in it. It just showed like a few boobs, everything, but it was really tastefully done because it was a memory of him like reconnecting, like, oh, I did have sex with that woman and that was it. But then the rest of it, it didn't skew off where he just starts having sex with her, It just showed like a flashback, and I think that's why I really liked it because it's just like really like it's just like, oh, okay, because it was like towards the beginning when they were like, setting everything up so you could see what his past was like, and then that's when it goes into hardcore mode. There is a brothel part where every girl is nude, but that was it, And then,
Yeah, but like I think during that whole time, like, it doesn't really focus on it. He's just like trying to get through there.
yeah, because
Like,
he
he's
was
on a mission.
trying to get through there because his battery was
That's on the
dying.
back burner for him.
Yeah. And so he was there for a reason, not just there to like, hey, have sex,
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like I said, I have nothing wrong with against like if there, but it has to be tastefully done. Sometimes it just throws me
so a
off.
good, tastefully done one that actually plays like a big part to the story, Terminator. The sex scene in it is quintessential because it's where John Connor comes from.
That makes a huge precedent of sense.
And
Yes.
it also gives this real, this real identity to how Sarah Connor falls in love with Kyle Reese. And I feel like that's a really well done one. Another good one would be like,
So if I may, So we're essentially talking about when there is a sex scene, there is a point in the story that it's so prolific to the point that it actually develops and evolves the storyline.
Now that's okay. Now I think
important.
that draws a line of like, okay, there's an essential part, but you know, like I don't know, like if it's like supposed to be like a raunchy film, then yeah, I understand there's going to be sex scenes.
Yeah, that's
But you know, when it's like an action film or something, you know, I just expect it to be like something
kind of
else.
crazy. I think one that's really good is, have you ever seen God, what was his name? Is it called Max Voltage or High Voltage?
Yeah, it's first it was Crank.
Yeah. Crank
Yeah,
High Voltage.
yeah.
Just the movie when he just the part in the movie where they're having sex on
Out
the
in the open against the
out in the
mailbox.
open. Yeah, I think it's funny. Well, no, they're having sex out in the open on a horse track. And I think it's really funny because it's kind of pointless and stupid, but like it really does make good sense because they're like the reason they're actually doing it is because of the he does it because it helps stimulate electricity in the body and it charges the battery that's running as hard.
Right.
So I feel like that's a really good that's a
like,
tasteful way to do it and be funny at the same time.
It's kind of like Speed. You've got to keep it at a certain limit, otherwise it's you're screwed.
Yeah, but it's just I feel like that's a really good way to, you know, throw a sex scene in there, still have it be funny, but still have it be purposeful to the movie and its plot line.
Right.
Like there's certain points in films like it just like throws her off. Like Ozark, it kept on throwing me off about the whole gay sex scene.
Well,
I'm like,
I feel like they were really trying to drive it home hard for those who didn't get it, or for those who were like really dense. But a good story can tell a lot.
I don't know if you ever seen Ozark on Netflix. It's a really good show so far that I think of it. But I don't know. Like I said, the sex scenes were really throwing me off. I was like, "What's the point?" Like,
is Ozark the one where it's like the money launderer
With
Jason Bateman?
Yes. I gotta sit down and watch that.
Yeah, it's I'm like, yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Really good actor.
I've
I loved
heard
him in
that's
Hancock. He was really good.
I've heard it's a really, really good show. Another one I need to sit down and watch is I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Me too.
I got season 1 just right now.
Everyone's gonna hate us in the comments right now.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of people. Well, I get a lot of shit from that at work too because I work at a geek store, and you know, people are like, "What the fuck? How can you be a geek and not watch Game of Thrones?" Well, one, I don't have HBO, so
I got season 1 right now.
Sorry. Well, yeah, I've also got a friend that's got seasons 1 through 4,
Well,
and I just need to find the time to sit down and watch it because
I got so far behind. I did, even though I saw it on TV, even though I could press record, and even though like other people put record on and I could watch it, I said no. If this series is so good, I need to be devout to it and start from
episode 1
1
and just all the way
and
out.
really appreciate it, because I don't want to come out as that kind of fanboy and says, "Oh yeah, I know about Game of Thrones." No. If it's good as what people say, which I believe it is, because so many mass people say it is, I need to start from the beginning so that I can really understand it.
Yeah.
And I
Game
think
of
it's
Thrones
well
has a
worth
bunch of sex
watching.
scenes in it too, which also throws off the whole thing. But I know it's crucial.
It does because it plays into later parts. Apparently.
Yeah, I know. It's like crucial, but I'm just like, ugh.
And we're not gonna be throwing spoilers out
No
there for
spoiler
anything.
alerts, guys. By the way, there is no spoiler alerts.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty
and
sure they all
and
seen
please
season
don't put
1.
spoiler alerts in any comments if anyone puts any down. But the whole fact that, you know, that just like going back to our other thing, you know, they're there for a reason, but it's not like uniquely there until later.
I don't know, there was this one scene where just two girls were just having sex and the guy's talking to him. I'm like,
But you're
really?
blind.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's the whole point just to make it
I was
awkward.
talking to 2 chicks the other day while I was there.
David, you
There's
do
2
that.
things very wrong with that. That I talk to girls and that I witness women having sex.
David, you do that every day though. You get up and you stare at yourself in the mirror as you're like
I
fucking
give myself
two
a
broads.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just sitting there
I thought you were
going at it.
saying,
You're
like-
just sitting there. You're like, yeah, look at you, you fucking beast. Oh, get it.
Get
But
it,
that's
beast
like
mode.
that's just beast mode activated.
Perhaps we could agree David is the most King of Thrones.
he is King of Thrones here. He's got to be.
It's like the Baratheon.
He is doing that.
Like rats all over.
You're the top dog, the big moolah, the alpha.
The
You
alpha.
establish, you when you belch in public, you do it as loud as possible to intimidate other males to let them know that you are king, you are the boss, you wear the pants in this
When you
relationship.
piss in the urinal, it's the hardest piss, and everyone looks around and says,
What the fuck is
that
that?
sounds like
I
a
can't
big
use
kind of
urinals.
piss.
Just like I get stage fright. Honestly. Even if you have like the big barrier and everything.
I do sit
yeah.
down when I pee.
I don't sit down.
Oh, Hayden, do you remember back when we were going to elementary school? Do you remember the big ass like fucking bathtubs that they had that hung off the wall? It was a fucking.
Where was
It was
Ida Freeman.
so our elementary school for like the first
I mean,
grade.
no kids pissed in that ever.
Oh no, it was funny because they're urinals. But like what it is it's this giant fucking bathtub.
Communal thing.
Yeah, with like these bars across the top. And I remember we only had it in first grade, and it was funny as shit. Because people would always throw like fucking crayons, and quarters, and shit in there. And then you'd be sitting there peeing on it, and you're like,
I'm peeing on the yellow crayon.
Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious as shit. It always had me laughing. And then like even going back like years later, like when my niece started going there, I went back to go see it, and they're still there.
Oh,
And
what?
they're still there to this day, and it's funny as hell because it just, to me, I thought they were huge then. They're still huge to me now. They're like a full-size, like 6-foot bathtub with just a sprinkler system going across it.
I don't know. Everyone would always laugh when a kid would like pull his pants down all the way
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Hey.
Everyone would be like, ah! I would be so embarrassed, so I never did that.
See, I would always wait till we got into class and then I'd ask to go, because then I'm all alone out there and I can do my own business. I can go fucking shit as loud as I want to and no one can hear me.
God, I hate shitting when
I
there's in
get
public.
so nervous if I'm in a stall and I'm sitting there. I know I'm gonna take a fat shit.
You're just trying to be as quiet as possible and
I'm
someone
just
else
like
takes
trying to
work.
squeak it out. You know what I mean?
Right?
I hate it. Like I'll be in there. I'm like, oh, good. I'm ready to go. And then some motherfucker
you'll hear
on
it
5
slowly.
stalls. There's 5 stalls, and that motherfucker has to
Sits
sit
right
right next to you.
Right.
Oh god, I hate that so much. Like my biggest problem that I have is when I'm trying to sit there and sometimes I'm very vocal about it. Like especially when I'm like at the mall. It's funny as shit to be sitting there and you'll hear the guy next to you like trying to be as quiet as possible, and you're like, and you're just like laughing about it because at the end of the day, everyone does it. You can't
but still,
lie.
I don't know.
There is no one out there that does not have an asshole and cannot shit. Everyone does it. Everyone has had a bad time doing it. So you know what? Be proud of it. If you fart, fucking own that fart.
For some reason, I always have to silence that shit. like every time.
How do you do that? Do you like spread ass cheek just so wide, like there's nothing to grab, so it just
That's a good way to
Oh,
give
yeah.
yourself
Straight
fissures.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
your
like
clean
that's how it works mainly. But,
there's no touching. It just drops and goes.
Yeah, and so basically that's. But I'm like, when a person comes in, I have to silence.
I
I'm
know.
like, fuck.
I do
And
the
then,
same
but
thing.
but when a person goes loud, that's when I go loud.
It's almost like an intimidating call. So like the biggest problem I have is it's perfectly fine when it's like a public bathroom and it's guys. When guys are in there, it's no problem because every guy is like, you know what, no problem, bro. Because I've done the same shit. The problem is when you're like using a bathroom and it's like just a single-use bathroom and there are females around.
Whoa.
You automatically have the feeling that you have to silence yourself as hard as possible because you automatically feel when you walk out the door,
Like,
you're going to be
especially if
labeled.
She's attractive, and you walk in the restroom. You see her. She sees you.
Well, I mean, you won't see her in the bathroom, but if you're like, they say like you have just like like a communal bathroom that everyone uses, like at a job or something.
Right.
You feel like you have to be as quiet as possible, and I know this is the same thing for ladies as well.
And
You don't want to be
that
that
same.
Well, yeah.
What if
that-
she goes in after you, and you're like, I knew I just put down a hard doo doo.
She walks out and you're just like sitting there like not making eye contact at all because
sorry,
you're like,
there
I'm
was no
so
Febreze.
sorry. There was nothing.
There was no
for
Febreze.
I
I can't like
purpose.
spread soap on the walls to make it smell better.
Oh no! Like a
It's
good
not
thing
gonna
that I
happen.
like. A good thing that I like to do is I always like give an extra 5 minutes before I walk out. Like it does not matter. And I know a lot of people are like, "Well, God, you're a fucking asshole. You make me wait." I would rather make you wait and not smell, some rank stank,
Yeah.
than make you walk in there right after me and just be laughing as I'm like, "Ha! He's gonna smell my poops."
Yeah. The worst thing is when you're at your workplace and there's a girl you've been crushing on.
Oh
And
God.
you're like, oh my god, I want to ask you on a date so bad. You go to the restroom and you just, for whatever it is, you ate a chili dog, whatever it is, right?
And it's just not sitting right.
It's not sitting right, so when you get to that restroom, you are sweating. You are sweating, oh God.
We got bullets coming
Oh
off.
my God, thank you. Oh, I finally got there. Oh, close the door, lock it. Oh, get on that toilet.
Oh, you just feel it. You can hear it. It's like one of those ones that echo back to you
It's like
from the toilet.
it's like a